So I went to the EV show and I took my drone, and it rained most of the day. And I start talking, and my fan gets louder. That's cool. Turn that off. Um, but it rained most of the day, so I didn't get to fly the drone until near the end. This was just me trying to. I need more practice flying this drone, clearly. But yeah. So here's just a look. I don't know how many cars actually showed up. I don't know if they actually released those numbers. But we did have two Cybertrucks. There was a Rivian delivery van, and I think two R1Ss and maybe two R1Ts on the Rivian side. I was one of the R1Ss. Um, there were several Mach-E's, and I seen a couple of Lightnings. A lot of cars that I don't even know anything about, like a Subaru, which was parked next to me. Never even knew Subaru made an EV, but I don't know. Anyway, that's about all I got. I didn't really take any actual video on the ground. I just did the drone footage, trying to get some good looks and, uh, you know, just have a top down view. I've had other things going on that it's kind of prevented me from making videos as of lately. Just getting kind of, I don't know, concerned about other things that I just don't feel like making videos. So let's talk about one of those. So just to do a little recap of everything else going on, I don't know, I just had a couple of days there where I was just kind of down and depressed and um, waiting on this land to sell as long as I have been and it not selling, and my credit card debts continue to pile up because now I'm getting interest. It should have been paid off, one, from my tax refund that I never got a year ago, and then two, now my land selling, which has not happened either. So yeah, it just wasn't, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling, I don't know, I felt like I was in a rut that I was never getting out of because these things are never going to happen. And I know they'll eventually happen. It's just, you got to be patient, you got to wait. So yeah, I made a member only video kind of explaining that. And I'm not like crazy big on member only videos, but it was just not something I wanted to publish publicly. And I thought, well, if there's someone who, thinks enough of me to pay to view my videos, then they can hear about the member only situation. So, anyway, but yeah, the next topic actually happened after all of that. So it was not because of, it just was something else to pile on. But honestly, I'm not even worried about it. So let me do I made a video and then we'll recap that when I'm done. 4 years ago today, I was laid off from my job at Enterprise because of COVID. And the whole thing was kind of just real jank. I mean, they called a few people to tell them that all of us were being laid off. And so I heard it through the grapevine. I didn't even know that I had been laid off. And it was a couple of days after that I actually got the call telling me, oh yeah, you've been laid off. Figured. At the time, I really didn't care. I wasn't like, I don't know. I was kind of in a place where I was kind of thinking of quitting anyway. Obviously, this is April, so they notified me in April. I guess we spent 6 months furloughed, is what they called it. Just not working because of COVID. And got a phone call that cut that off, so now I don't remember where I was at. So I'll just start over. I don't know. It was exactly 4 years ago today that I got the call from my coworkers saying, we're furloughed, we're laid off. I'm just getting all the phone calls today. It's great. Anyway, and then they called me, I don't know, a couple days later and just told me, hey, yeah, you're furloughed and whatever. And I don't know exactly how long, but I think it was something like 6 months because I didn't go back till October. And October, my grandma wasn't doing great. She died in December. So, The day before she died, I called in. I didn't go to work that day, and didn't know, but I knew things weren't great, so I called in. And I went back and worked a 2-week notice after that and left. And I don't really know why, but the idea came up of me possibly going back. And same position, same job, more pay. And I was like, yeah, sounds like a plan to me. So I ended up going back to that job shortly after my grandpa died last year. And I've enjoyed the job, had no issues. I do my 9 to 5 every day, and that's pretty much it. The job, as you know, is super easy. You do about 2 hours worth of work, and then you kind of chill out for every day. So they told us several months ago that Signature was planning on ending our contract and replacing us with Go Rentals. Go Rentals works out of a laundromat. They're not by any means set up to handle the amount of traffic we handle. So it should be a funny shit show. But we were kind of given the heads up that in June they would be moving to Go Rentals, and we would be losing our office at Signature. And I told them at the time that, that's going to be it for me. If we lose our desk, then I'm going to go ahead and work a 2-week notice and just be done, because I came back for that job. I didn't come back to work at the terminal. That's not what I want to do. So this morning I got a call that June came early, Christmas in June, and they're going ahead and moving forward. So as of next week, our desk belongs to Go Rentals, and we need to get our stuff off, basically. And I basically talked to the manager and just been like, I'm not interested in working the terminal. He wanted me to pick up a 10-hour shift at the terminal during the weekend, and I'm just like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. So I presented a couple of options, and that's what the video was going to be about. However, the first phone call that interrupted me was him responding to my ultimatum, I guess. My 3 options were: 1, I will take an LOA for an unknown amount of time to see if they come crawling back wanting us back, because Go Rentals can't keep up. Option 2 was I would move to a 4-day-a-week schedule, doing 4 hours each day, just continuing to take care of Signature, but not having a desk. So I would just operate remote, deliver cars, make sure they're staged, whatever, and yeah. And option 3 was I would give him a 2-week notice. So I was kind of hopeful to see what the reply was. I mean, we're still going to have customers at Signature. There's still going to be people that want to use us over Go Rentals because they know how pathetic of a company they are. They're going to want to stick with us because we have VIPs that work with us. And I told them, another concern is we need to figure out what we're going to do with our phone, because obviously they're probably going to give our number to Go Rentals. So all of our business will now go to Go Rentals, and that's not right. Like, legally they can't do that. So we need to stop that. But I told him on top of that, we need to try to figure out, how do we continue to serve our customers, answer the phone and do all that without having a desk. This guy that's new, he's a new manager. He just started like a month ago. So he really doesn't know what he's doing, and they just kind of threw him in this. He has no interest in continuing anything at Signature. He don't care about the customers. He doesn't care about the phone number. He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't want to continue serving those customers. He doesn't want me doing anything with Signature anymore. I guess he wants to, well, his idea is to make it harder on them so that they will eventually say, okay, we really need you guys. But at the same time, we can't abandon our customers and expect them to still be there when we come back. That's not how that works. Um, so yeah, I didn't come back to work in the terminal, and they wouldn't entertain an LOA. They wouldn't entertain my working 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, just to do that job still. So I'm probably going to submit a notice this weekend. I'll do it in person because I'm not that kind of a guy, you know. I'll go work my weekend this weekend, and I'll put in a 2-week notice, and they can have it. Have fun with it. So in true fashion of how I do, I didn't just let it end there because I hate to walk away from this job a second time. I feel like if and when they do bring us back to Signature, it's going to be even harder for me to get that job again because I've already walked away from it twice. um, so I went above my manager's head to his manager and just called him and told him, like, from what I understand, this is what I've been told, and what's the game plan here? And he made out like none of that was true at all. He said that we're still going to operate as normal for Signature. We just aren't going to have a desk. So like I said, I wanted to do 4-hour days, 4 days a week. That would match my current hours at the job, but also, would make sure that things are taken care of. Sure, we don't have a desk anymore, so things will be harder to do. It'll take twice as long to do things. So what I can usually do in an hour and a half is probably going to take about 3 hours to get it done now. And I was trying to point that out to him, and I'm running out of video here, so we're going to switch to a different one. I was trying to point that out to him that, we're going to have to serve those customers anyway. We can't really just abandon them and walk away because that's not going to work like that. If we abandon those customers now, then when we do get our desk back, those customers won't want to use us anymore because we walked out on them. So anyway, he basically said, yeah, no, we're going to continue operations over there as normal. But he said that, right now it takes 30 minutes to an hour to set things up. And there wouldn't be enough work for me to come in 4 days a week, 4 hours a day. There'd be nothing to do. Well, there was already nothing to do, but that's not important. Anyway, I went in today and I had 8 cars to do, which was not my day. I just went in to help out, and I got 2 cars done in an hour and a half, and I'm sitting here thinking, there's plenty of work to do. There's plenty of time. And when you take the aspect of having this computer at this desk readily available away, it's going to be 10 times harder to do this. So I'm just going to let them do it. Right now, we talked about a plan for me. I don't like working at the terminal. I think that most customers that come to the terminal are entitled and arrogant and want to argue. And I'm not about that life. I don't want to do that. So I basically told him, like, if that's my only choice, I'm not coming back. Like, that's where we're at. So we agreed that I would go help on the return lane Saturday and Sunday now. It is a pretty strenuous job because you're standing 8-9 hours a day on concrete and it sucks. But I'll do it temporarily. It's a fairly easy job. And just to see, I'm thinking June or July, we should hear something from Signature. Hey, we fucked up, we want you back, or something. So we should know by then. And, July, August rolls around and we're still not back at our desk, then I think that's my cue to dip out. So yeah, that's the current plan. I haven't actually worked the return lane yet, so I will go do that this weekend, and we will see if it's even worth my time to do that. Yeah. So anyway, welcome to me making videos with no actual video to show you. So I just have to pull old videos and voice over them. So that's great. um, but anyway, yeah, that's where we're at now. I'm gonna go try to do this new job. At least my pay will stay the same. And it should be a fairly easy job for now. And we'll just see. I mean, I was kind of getting the vibe that they didn't care if I stayed or quit either way, and I didn't care either way either. The extra little bit of money does help out, but it's not that big of a deal. It is a small drop in the bucket compared to what I'm making on my other businesses. So, um, it wouldn't have been that huge of a pay decrease to step away. But we'll try. We'll see. I don't expect it will work out very well, and I don't expect it to last very long. And then, if we don't end up going back to Signature, then it'll be a good opportunity for me to walk away. Because the other part of what's been going on recently, they are building my Super Duty. I think I made a video about it a while back. Haven't gotten any word yet on. All I've got is it's in production, and that's all it says. So it isn't built yet, but it is in the process of being built. So I guess there's that. Um, Things have not gone the way I expected them to go, as you know, and so now I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to get the truck. I'm definitely going to try, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. I've still got to try to get offers on my Rivian to see what they're going to pay me on that. It is very hard after doing this EV event now turning around trying to sell the Rivian because it was you go to an event and you tell people how nice the car is and how great it is, and then you turn around and sell it. Yeah, it's just everything's all over the place right now, and I'm trying to piece together this video to be the most sense possible in the crazy situations that I'm in with everything. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, in other news, that's pretty much it. That's the long and the short of everything that's been going on as of lately. Try to stay positive about this whole situation. We ended up doing a major price drop on the land by $15,000. We dropped it to 179, and then I got an offer the next day for 90. Like, I don't know what you're smoking, but it ain't over here, that's for sure. So, yeah, no other offers. Who knows if and when this is ever going to actually sell? Who knows what the problem is? Maybe the economy is just so bad people don't want to spend money. I really don't know. I considered pulling it and trying to do for sale by owner, that I might make a little more money that way. I could then afford to lower the price that way. Because I have my bottom number that I need to make, but that's after paying realtor fees and commissions and everything else. So, but who knows? We'll just have to wait it out and see. I think I have decided that I might get rid of my Model 3. But I think that's more like I'm keeping that to go to work with, and so if I don't work, then I'm definitely getting rid of it. But while I'm working, maybe I'll just use the money I make from work to make that payment, and then I won't think about it. That's the idea, at least. We'll see how that pans out. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sell the Rivian if I want to get this Super Duty. Which, like I say, I'm kind of on the fence right now. I've bounced back and forth between do it, don't do it. If I don't do it, I could potentially have all of my bills paid off and be debt free, and then it wouldn't matter if I worked anymore or not. At the same time, I have talked about doing this fifth wheel camper for years, and I've never done it, and I feel like I just need to do it. I just need to finally go through with what I've been talking about doing. And if it doesn't work out the way I think it's going to work out, then I can sell it. And I'm likely not going to lose that much money in that situation. And then I can do the other things that I want to do. But right now, that has been the plan for years, and I've never actually executed the plan. So I feel like I need to stick with the plan, get the truck. If things don't work out, I could still sell the RV and keep the truck and probably have enough money to buy the RV. I mean, we're just talking. I don't know. These are none of this is plans. This is just me talking. So, that's that. 20 minutes in. I just wanted to, kind of go over those things and talk about them. And that's my mind's been going everywhere lately because I'm trying to figure things out and do it the most efficient way that isn't going to hurt me long term. And that's taking a lot to get it sorted out.